This is snazzy, isn't it? I worked really hard on that one. Wait, hang on. Is the link not working? Wait. Oh, shit! It does say extralife.org. That's because I was speedrunning the Dragon Tales game. Hang on. Okay, that should be fixed. Thank you for telling me that right now when we did Okay, now it's working. Why can't .org be a TLD, right? Why can't they do that? Just make it so that you only goes to websites for Dragon Tales. Alright, so let me give you guys the elevator pitch on Puggsy after I move this around so I don't double stream and confuse myself. Puggsy is a puzzle platformer game developed by Traveler's Tales, released by Psygnosis for the Sega Genesis in like 1993. And it's one of the games that I got when I was a kid because no one really knows who Puggsy is. So the game obviously was not a very expensive game. It was a relatively cheap, kind of a bargain bin type game. But I found it fascinating because every level there's a puzzle to solve. And no two levels really have the same puzzle. You don't really see any repeats, as we're going to see throughout the game. So the folks that designed the levels in this game did a phenomenal job. There's some aspects of the puzzles that do get recycled, but it's more like a remix where you have to remember what you learned in a previous stage and then use that to get through one of the levels. So what we're gonna do is go through what's called we can't decide whether it's called 100% or all exits speedrun. And the reason for that is because, strangely enough, when you do an all exits run, you don't go to the final boss of the game. The game ends at the stage before the final boss when you do the last exit. So it's technically not 100% because you don't do that final stage, but you do have all the exits. So nobody really knows what to call it. I call it 100%. Other speedrunners call it all exits. So it's on the schedule as 100% all exits. I will do my best to explain this game as we go along, and it appears my emulator did not save my configuration, so let me just go ahead and it also did not remember to disable SRAM, so it's a good thing that I looked in that menu. So while I'm setting up my my input, let me tell you why disabling SRAM is important for this game. SRAM is not used by Puggsy, but it is how Puggsy determines if it's being played on a pirated cartridge. Puggsy doesn't use SRAM, but it does try to write to SRAM, and if it's able to successfully write to SRAM, well, then it knows that something's wrong. It knows that you're running the game on an illicit cartridge, and the game will only let you play the first 5 levels, and it also halves the height that Puggsy can jump. So it's a little bit of that funny copy protection from back in the day. Let's do Puggsy. You read B as this dick up as a control option. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, Puggsy. So Puggsy has crash landed on this alien planet, and he's got to get home, but some raccoons, some anthropomorphic raccoons, these dang dirty fairies, have stolen his ride. And we got to get it back. But we're not going to get it back because we're doing all exits. So these first 2 levels in the beach, they kind of give you an understanding of how the game's mechanics work. This one gives you the gun, which you can use to then shoot all of these very bizarrely mutated creatures. And this also shows you that you can climb with an item. I think the game wants you to put the gun down and use it as a stepping stone, but you can also grapple with it if you want. So this stage, you're supposed to stack these barrels up, but let's see if we can get the Drex speedrun strats. There it is. There it is, easy every time. First try. This also shows you how keys and switches work. You have to bring a key to the chest, and you have to be holding an item to activate a switch. So that's, again, these are all the fundamentals. There's not really any puzzles to solve here yet. This is just kind of showing you the ropes. This is a pair of magic sunglasses. When Puggsy wears them, he can take a hit without dying. Gotta watch out for the shrimp poodle down there. I don't know what the hell that is. This stage introduces the concept of multiple exits. So if we can use our pirate's hook in here and go down here, we can find this level's secret exit. This is the first stage that has a secret exit, and I missed that jump, so whoops. Come on, man. Puggsy. Don't start with me. We're 2 minutes into the run, okay? So Puggsy natively can't hurt anybody on his own, but if you jump and you hold down, you might notice he sparkles a bit. We're going to Treasure Trove, which is the first secret stage. We're going to get some shoes here. I'll explain those as we go. I'll have plenty of opportunities to do that. But Puggsy can sparkle. He doesn't always sparkle when he jumps, but if you hold down, he'll start to sparkle, and that means he can hurt an enemy. Likewise, if you throw an item, as long as the item is also sparkling, the item will kill an enemy when it hits an enemy, no matter what the item is. So it doesn't have to be like a gun or something. We get shoes. These are the most important item in the game. They allow Puggsy to run faster and jump higher. A lot of skips in the game are based purely around whether or not you have the tennis shoes. So if we lose them, we're going to be coming back a lot. See, like now I can just jump straight up here. I would have to climb up there with an item without the shoes. But now we can just make that jump just easy peasy every time. And then see, now since that item was sparkling when I threw it, I was able to hit that raccoon and knock him out. So we're moving on. This is the first level where having shoes just lets you skip the entire thing. We're supposed to fix a statue. We're supposed to stack a bunch of crap up to grab the owl beak or whatever. And instead we're just done. So we don't have to do that stage at all. Now this is our first boss. I think this is Polly the Pirate. I think that is canonically, like literally, this enemy's name. You can see he's the statue that we fixed in the previous stage. We got 4 more bosses to go. And I'm gonna be skipping some of these cutscenes, you know, for marathon thing. But basically, every time you defeat a boss, Puggsy thinks he's getting closer and closer to finding his. Oh, okay, we got the skip. Thinks he's getting closer to finding his ship, but the raccoons keep taking it further and further and further into the inland. That skip right there, there's actually a hidden exit. We have to go back here. That skip was discovered by Drex. If you pick up this hint box and you bounce off of that barrel, you can skip straight through the fire and not take damage, because you do start every level with iframes, and you can go straight through the fire without getting hit. The intended solution is you're supposed to go all the way to the right, and there's a squirt gun that's hanging out, and you're supposed to shoot the fire with the squirt gun to put out the fire. And then you have to go back and figure out the next part of the puzzle, which is how to refill the squirt gun, because you don't have enough water, you don't have enough ammo in it. You skip all that just from that right there. Anyways, that knife cuts the bridge apart and takes us to the secret exit, which takes us to Wabbit's World, which is just a level where you can get a 1-up if you're willing to stack a bunch of bullshit around. The rabbits are from the game Wiz and Liz, which was also developed by Psygnosis, so it's a little bit of a cameo. All of the question mark levels on the map, they're all considered bonus levels, and all of them have at least 1 extra life that you can pick up. Let's make sure I'm not going to hit by the bear that's down here. There's a bear. Where is he? Some of the 1-ups are a little more harder to get, a little more obtuse to obtain. Didn't mean for that to be alliteration, it just kind of happened that way. It's not really worth it to get the 1-ups unless they're just easy to get. I'm going to be careful right here, because there's a guy. Alright, this is coming up. This is going to be the Harlem Globetrotters 4-point shot as soon as I dispatch this guy. If the score bounces, we've made the shot. No. Oh, wow, we missed it again. So let me, as soon as we go find where that key went, I'll tell you what was meant to happen. You see there's a padlock right there? This key was supposed to... Oh, shit! Lost my shoes. Okay, well, there's plenty more where those came from. You're supposed to use that to open the padlock. And if you do that shot just right, you can throw it from downtown and hit that padlock from way back over there, but we didn't get it. Excuse me. Alright, let's go back to Treasure Trove real quick. This is a time loss, but that's alright. I'm not the world record holder in this game. I never was. I don't profess myself to be good at it, so I don't know anybody anything. Alrighty, sheep, I'll see you back in a little while. Have fun. Getting your hair cut. Getting your hair done, getting your nails did. You saw Polly the Pirate fan art? She was a lot sexier in the fan art. I don't know if Polly, the name implies she's a she, but it's never really determined. I'd probably have to read the manual to find out. But as we go on, we'll discover that, you know, some of these bosses kind of have indeterminate gender, especially the boss of Redwood Keep. There's a very good reason for that once we get there. Watch out! Oh! I got him. Okay, that counted. Sure. So this 10-kilogram weight is a real pain in the ass to use. I hate those bouncing knight helmets are like the worst. So this shows us that if you're holding something very heavy, you can get past the fans. And then this shows us that very light items like the beach ball will float if you put them on the fan. Most items will float on the fans, actually, but beach balls in specifically are the ones that are... Okay, it's fine. Pacifist run. So we need to put a beach ball here. We need to bring one with us. We got a gun. We gotta shoot these creepy, like, dancing wolves or ballerina. I don't know what these guys are. I've paused the... Where's the other one? Okay. I don't like them. Go away. So this guy right here with the key. We need to kill him as close to the edge as possible, because this other guy is going to kick that key towards us. And we can't, maybe I can grab it? No, he's got to kick it one more time. Come on. There we go. Kick the key. Alright, so now we got a puzzle. We have a secret exit to find. If we hit that switch, it makes that disappear. You're like, what the hell, man? That doesn't do anything. There's nothing down here. But, check this out. That's a balloon, by the way. It's not a spoon. It's a balloon. You put an item on top of it. You blow the balloon up, because Puggsy can exhale pure helium. And a lot of it, I guess. So you put the item on top of the balloon, because he can only hold one thing at a time. And you ride it up, and then you pray that this bouncing knight helmet doesn't hit you. Thank you. So we're still going up, rising up, and eventually there's going to be a platform up here with a padlock. There it is. And now we have to very carefully bounce this key off of this platform. There it is, easy every time. That's the hidden exit. You imagine trying to figure that one out as a kid. That level sucked. Now we got to double back, and we're going to do the level's regular exit. And I totally forgot that we have to come back up here to go grab the 10-kilogram weight again. Okay, these damn Ray-Bans are getting in my way. Ray-Ban, more like getting my way-ban. Guys, we got 23 more hours of this kind of humor coming up, so keep it locked right here. The reason why I hate these little bouncing guys is because their movements are extremely predictable. They just bounce, but their hitboxes are completely broken. They're a lot bigger than their sprite would imply, and because of it, it's real easy to just get hit and not mean for that to happen. 2 points. Oh, killed the other guy that's supposed to kick. That's fine. We don't need those guys anymore. But that's just for fun. Gotta be careful. There's another mouse. Where is he? There he is. That guy gets me every time. So that's the normal exit. Let's go ahead and take a break. Let's go down to the secret tunnel. Thankfully, it's not like the one from Cosmic Spacehead that's a pain in the ass. This stage introduces the remote control. And what this does is when you use the remote control, it locks on to wherever the remote eye is on the stage. And that little blue thing right there, that's the remote eye. Oh, damn it, did I really fuck that up? Okay. Oh. Okay. I'm really messing these jumps up. That's okay though. We're gonna hit that. We're gonna jump over here. No! I'm overcorrecting. This is the international symbol for choking. Oh, fucking come on. Come on, Puggsy. Don't do me dirty like this, please. Now, as long as I don't botch this. There, okay. So we've got all three of those switches hit. The exit's not open. This remote control actually uses a fourth switch, which is all the way down here. So finding this was a real pain when I was a kid. Because I didn't know how to get out of the stage. I'm like, I got all the things. What do you want me to do? So I'll show you what that does. As we come back up here to the exit, there's going to be a bridge. So those three switches made this bridge, and then there's a wall that blocks you until you open up the fourth switch. Now we go to the lighthouse, get those Sour Please emotes ready, because this is the best music in the game. Again, that is not disputable. That is a fact. So this game has a very weird background layer effect that we're only going to see in one other stage. The secret involves that pot right there. This level does have a secret exit. The lighthouse holds many secrets, Ed boys. Watch out for those little goopy guys. So if we keep going over here, there's going to be a big-ass pile of Nikes. I'm talking like this is where all the shoes have gone. If there's ever a shoe thief on the, if someone finds out that, someone's been stealing shoes on the Puggsy planet, tell them to go to the lighthouse. They'll probably find what they're looking for there. Alright, so we're gonna go up here. And the game gives you all these shoes because they expect you to have them to get up here. So we go up here, kill this pelican guy. There's a bunch of crap. You're like, what the hell is all this? We need this shell specifically. Because there's a flashlight in this game that removes the background layer. And if you shine it at this pot, you'll see that shape hidden back there. And it tells you that you need to put that shell in that pot. And if we get hit on this stage, I'll show you that effect because I'm going to have to go back down. Oh. Well, if we get hit when we're trying to exit the stage, I'll show you because that's where the flashlight is. I can still just grab another thing of shoes like right now real quick. Oh my god. Please. Please. Thank you. Okay. You can see how slower Puggsy walks without shoes. There is a speedrun category. So this game has any percent, and it has 100% or all exits, whichever you want to call it. And it also has those two categories without using the shoe power-ups. So there are a lot of stages in this game where the developers intend for you to have shoes on Puggsy. Usually they'll give you shoes in the stage, like this one for example. But it is possible. There is a solution to every stage in the game that does not require having the tennis shoes. And some of them are not very fun. Okay, well we're gonna go, I'll show you guys the thing with the shoes then. Actually, I gotta go back and get the key. Dang it. But there is a solution to every stage in this game that does not involve shoes. And some of them are not very fun solutions, but every stage does have one. Puggsy barefoot run, naked run. Well, he still wears gloves. And you can still use sunglasses in those runs, you just can't use shoes. The sunglasses don't do anything. They just protect you from a hit. Unfortunately, the shoes take priority over the sunglasses. So if you're wearing both of them... Really? Okay, well... Really didn't think that guy was going to hit me, but let's go get another pair of shoes while we're here. This level's really bad. I didn't do this bad on the practice, but whatever. So here's the... If you turn the flashlight on, you show it on... You see? There's the solution to that puzzle right there. Let me get another pair of Nikes. I'm just tearing through them, okay? What do you know about fashion? Got a new pair of shoes every day of the week. There we go. Okay, that's over. Jesus, that was embarrassing. This is a hidden place. This is a very peculiar level because all of these letters you can pick up. You can pick them up. And you can carry multiple things to an exit. So if you spell certain words on this level and carry them through the exit, you'll get effects. If you spell out the word cheat, you get unlimited lives. Shoes will give you a pair of shoes. Heroes without the second E will roll the credits. You know, there's a lot of cool things you can do there. This stage is real. This is one of my favorite stages. So you have to light the lighthouse, but first you have to fix the gas line. So we're going to throw that pipe over there. And it worked. And we're going to throw that coin inside the little mechanism to turn the gas on. You grab the little candle. You light the little candle. Then you take the little candle. Then you light the big candle. And you get a lighthouse so bright you can see it from the Space Ghost planet back there in the background. And then just like that, we're done with the lighthouse. We're going to Angel Tear Falls, which are some of the hardest stages in the game. This is one of the levels where the developers intend for you to have shoes because the jumps in this level suck. Like, I'm still having to climb up. That's a good guy, by the way. He's a traitor. Not traitor as in he's a defector. He's a traitor as in he's somebody you can give an item to. There's fish inside these waterfalls that are very hard to see, and you can bounce on them like an enemy. They don't hurt you, but you can bounce on them like an enemy. So you come over here and grab this coin. Thank you. If you try to give the trader like a seashell, he just throws it. He doesn't want it. But if you give him the coin, he'll give you a duck, and you can start trading with him. You say, I don't want that. I don't want the bowling ball. I want the knife. Thank you. Take my Ginsu blade, my Ronco knife. Please and thank you. You're really just at the mercy of waiting for these salmon, or whatever these fish are supposed to be. Here's one coming up. There we go. Alright. So you cut the bridge, just like the other stage. But I'm going to head back again. If you keep going up, there's a one-up up there, and I'm worried about that. They give you a key as well. And this is key. Because if you get all the way down there after cutting the bridge, you find out that you can't actually advance because there's a padlock, so you need to have a key to get through it. Seashells killed my raccoon parents. Here, have a knife. This stage is pretty interesting. It has a fun little puzzle in it. Again, this is another stage I think that they want you to have shoes for. The hint for this stage's hidden solution is that statue that's right there. That guy's got a weird little hairpiece, and you can pick up that same hairpiece right here. So we're going to carry this with us to the end of the stage. Even if you're not trying to find the solution, the hidden solution to this level, this little hairpiece is pretty important because it lets you kind of fudge the physics and kind of, you know, climb through this level. So this is similar to the shoe thing from the lighthouse, except now we got to stack up a bunch of apples. And the kicker here is that waterfall effect makes it hard to see what you're doing. Because you can't just... You have to make a little stack right here, too. So that you can jump up and keep, you know, keep stacking the apples. And that, like the waterfall effect, kind of messes up your vision. So we put those there. Drop one more apple. And then we're gonna... No. One more apple. Thank you. Okay. It's a little risky, but we'll make it. So then you jump up there with the hairpiece. And then you start climbing. We got up there real fast. So this is going to tell us that we're going to the most secret levels. This is the You Are Super player. So here's the statue. If you put the hairpiece on that statue, he drops a bunch of 1-ups, which I'm going to take. 2, 3... Let's see if we can get 4 of them. You can carry 5, but once you carry 5 items, it becomes very difficult to walk. So we got 4. And we're going to take him to the exit. Just because this next stage is the worst one in the game. This is Lunar Jet Pug. I think this is the only level that doesn't have an extra... Only bonus that doesn't have an extra life in it. And I really... Okay, we got it. We got it. This is an homage to Lunar Lander. And if you touch anything, you die. And if you die, you're going to drop that little gun that he's got. You can use that to shoot these enemies, but Woo! Okay. Doing that makes you take your thumb off the C button, which is the little accelerator. And it's hard to shoot and not fall and touch the wall and die. So, make sure not to hit any of these asteroids in here, because there's a lot floating around. Okay, okay. Oh, we first tried that. We died like 3 times on the practice. That's good. I hate that level. So, Lunar Jet Pug reveals to you that there's 51 exits in the game. Also, let's go back to that castle. I don't even know if you guys remember it, but we were here a second ago. We got a gun. Let's throw that down there. Okay, I'm trying not to do exactly that. I don't want the balls to go critical. Alright, there's a remote down there. That remote is really kind of useless in this stage. It just reveals... It lets you look at the puzzle that you're working on this level, which is a cannon. I gotta watch out for these guys, because they're down here again. These damn night head things. Okay, whoop! Ah! Oh! Okay, that's fine. And we got these balls. A lot of balls. A lot of balls. It's like a sausage fest. A lot of balls. So, there's a bunch of switches here, and I know which ones to drop things onto, because they're changing things over there where that little cannon is. And what you need to do is you need to shoot a beach ball from the cannon and make it land on a switch to open the exit. You don't have to put that 4th one down that I just did. That turns on the fan. But now, when it shoots, it's going to bounce, and then the fan's going to blow it. And it hits the switch. And then I can pick the gun back up because I don't need to have the switches there anymore. So, kill the enemy at the end. Here's a boss called the Emperor's Old Clothes, I believe. And when I said... that the bosses some of the bosses have indeterminate gender in this game. This is one of the ones I was talking about. You'll find out why in just a second. He's a big guy who's like throwing his hands off. He's got like Master Hand and Crazy Hand. He thinks he's all that in a bag of potato chips, but really he's just a guy in a stupid wizard robe. I ain't afraid. We're gonna keep dropping marbles on his head over and over again. Hey, BK Roo, is that an anthropomorphic turd? No, Puggsy he's an alien potato, I think. I don't know. Anyways, here's this boss. He's not a big raccoon. He's 3 little raccoons on a unicycle. Cutest boss ever, by the way. And that's what I'm like. Are they all? They could all be boys. They could be girls. They could be a mix. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to describe that. But I do know it is adorable. All right, we're moving on to Starfall Lake. So this is a level that introduces you to things that can float. These are the water stages in the game, for better or worse. You move like molasses through there. Okay, this one's tough. Alright, so let's see if we can get the solution we got last night without getting hit. Keep these shoes. We don't want to touch any of these fish. Any of these damn creepy fish. Okay, angelfish is coming to get me. Oh! Get him! Get him! Shoot him! Oh, he's gonna get me. Bitch. Okay, well, we might still be able to salvage this. You're supposed to bring something buoyant with you, because everything in this game has a buoyancy, and it has a weight to it. But you can kind of fudge it, and you can kind of swim with something heavier than you're supposed to. If you used a buoyant item, you get down there immediately. That's the secret exit. The game shows you right at the very beginning that there's those logs that are floating on the water. And it intends for you to bring one of those down there. We need to go back and get shoes, which is why we're here. Howdy BC Gaming Shelf. This is Puggsy. It's for the Sega Genesis. It's also on the Sega CD, but this is the Genesis version. It's a puzzle platformer. It's unlike anything that I'd ever played as a kid, and it's stuck with me over the years. And since we've already completed that stage, we can just use the stage exit command, which is start and then A, B, and C to get out. Is there anything? Yeah, there's nothing hidden behind that. So yeah, you're supposed to take one of those floating objects underwater with you, which poses its own challenge because you already move so slow underwater, and carrying something that's buoyant makes you even slower. So it's getting to the secret exit in this stage is very much no small feat. Okay, got him. Oh no! Thank you. We're going back to the treasure zone, I guess, to get another pair of shoes. I guess we could go to the lighthouse. That might be quicker. Anyways, here's the normal exit. It's like the easiest thing. Oh, and the extra life link is working again? That's good. Kind of worried me for a second there. I'm like, come on, you guys. This isn't the right one. This is the candle one. Gonna get some brand new shoes to wear. Okay. I feel like this might take just as much time as Treasure Trove getting over there to get the shoes. Okay, you took my sunglasses too? That's fine. I wasn't even wearing those. What's that quote from the Mortal Kombat movie? Those are $500 shades, asshole. Alright, let's go to Starfall Pool. I'm more of a pool guy. I don't want to go to the lake anymore. I don't know, I got a bad feeling about this. Does this have the submarines? Okay, yeah, it does. Gotta watch out. That's... When we were playing this yesterday, I was like, you gotta watch out, the Beatles are in there. And for some reason, that just made me laugh at my own joke. Just the thought of just the Beatles being in there, like, just gonna hunt you down. Those guys will still hurt you, even though they're not in the water. They still pose a threat. Okay, so we gotta do down here. I'm gonna grab one of these rubber ducks. Okay, we're gonna grab 2 of these rubber ducks. That was actually kind of lucky. We might get this on the first try now. So you have to bump these guys in there to hit a switch, to hit that lever. Yes! Okay, that opens the exit. And now all we gotta do is come back to where the submarines were. And watch out for that one on top, which is not here now, so it's okay. That opens up this hole in the floor, and that's where the exit is. That stage took a long time during the rehearsals because sometimes you'll just throw things in there and they won't hit the switch, and you just have to keep throwing things in there. We're at Badger Mill. This is the basketball stage. Y'all ready for some hoops? Let's see if we can do this in a reasonable amount of time. So the kicker here, I don't know if you remember from the lighthouse stage, but there was a little tube full of coins. And this is where you have to fill a tube of coins up yourself by sinking free throws. And this is just the hardest damn thing in the game, like, bar none. This is awful. This is like, this, stop it. Just quit picking up 2 at a time. You can't be double dunking it, okay? Doesn't work that way. Also, speaking of dunking, you can't slam dunk it either, because they don't go in. I mean, they barely go in when you throw them at the damn thing, so... Everybody who speedruns this game will tell you that they've got a strat for this stage. And everybody who says that does not have a strat, because there isn't one. This level is garbage. Simple as that. This level is poop. This level is... If I was an angry video game nerd, I would describe this one as diarrhea dookie farts. Okay, just come on. Right now we're channeling Shaquille O'Neal. Okay, we need to get into the Michael Jordan zone. This is awful. I almost feel like I should, at the end of this, I should calculate Puggsy's free throw percentage. This level gets even better though. At this part, right? So there's 9 coins. I think the game wants you to put all 9 of them in there. But you can get away with 7. Sometimes. Usually the game will trigger at 8. And if it doesn't, then you're unlucky and you have to get all 9. But... This is a piece of shit. But... Sometimes, and I hope we don't see it here, sometimes you can put all 9 coins in there, and the game doesn't realize you've done it. Okay. Ah. Just, there it is. That's too much. Okay, that's 4. 5? No. This is where the most time... This is why I hate speedrunning this game. This is why I don't speedrun this game. That went in, okay? That went in. That may have toilet bowled it, but that one was going in. So, at DreamHack in Dallas earlier this year, Drex, one of the speedrunners that does this game, I follow him, we're buddies. He was at DreamHack to do Puggsy, and I got to be on his couch commentary, and I felt so bad. I didn't audibly laugh. I actually muted my mic because let's stand on one and shoot. That's not helping either. Because he put up with this stage. Oh, come on! He did this stage, and the game fucked him and didn't open up the door. He threw all 9 coins in there, and it didn't make it in. And I turned off my mic, and in the background of the video, I'm like laughing at him because he had to restart the stage. So karma's gonna come and get me, because that's what's gonna happen here. Because you can see that coin on the bottom, you can see in that stack, they're starting to overlap. That's not a good thing. You don't want that. That means that the game is doing dumb stuff. Okay, that's 7. It opened up on 7 when we were practicing. 8! 8! Okay. Thank God. Now we just gotta throw some wooden stools on fire, and we can somehow get across on this and not burn to death, I guess. I don't know. One more shot to make. This one's an easy one. Boom! Kobe. And you have to wait for... Oh, we got really lucky on that guy, too. The mouse with the bag of flour has to kick that into the switch. So we got really lucky at the end there. That was actually really fast. This stage, we get another remote eye to watch. And you can kind of see what's going on here, right? There's these conveyor belts dropping bags of flour. And there's 4 switches, and 4 bags of flour are going to come out. You have to drop 1 bag of flour on every switch. You get no mess-ups. If you mess up on any of them, you have to start over. So this is number 3 coming down right there where the chains are. And now, we put this one here, and we pick up this extra item and throw that one there. And we just say a little, have some faith. The door just opens. I didn't have to watch it. Cool guys don't look at the explosions, okay? Anyways, now here's what's his face. Here's the evil badger. He's gonna hit me, but I really don't give a shit. He is so easy to... He looks like he's a nightmare to fight, right? But once you figure out what all these little switches do, you have to hit him with his own bags of flour. And once you figure out the strat, you can just cheese them like this. Which is really unfortunate, because this could have been a really intense boss battle, but he's already dead. Very big sprite, not a whole lot of animation. That's one of the things that they bragged about in this game, is that there's very large sprites for the enemies in this game. But none of them animate. There's not really a whole lot of animation going on there. We'll come back to Badger Mill in a second. But in terms of bosses that don't animate, you may have noticed there's a dragon on the list of World Guardians. The way that they've gotten around animating the dragon is the most adorable thing ever, and I can't wait to show you guys the wonderful little dragon that we all know as Twinkle Toes. So we'll get to him later. For now, there is an extremely impressive strat with this game. Like I said, everything in this game has a buoyancy to it. So we need to go back and get some rubber duckies. There's a strat. Drex doesn't use this name, but I call it the Ernie, because you can get that rubber duck and you can really fudge the game's physics, and you can manage to like pop out of the water with it and climb out of the water with the rubber duck. But instead, what the game really wants you to do is use these floating items to make a bridge. And if you have a pair of shoes on, you only need to use like 3 floating things. Otherwise, you have to use all 5. And it's tricky because that clam down there will hurt you if you try to grab those ones in the center. So this level's actually pretty difficult. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna pick up this gun. There's a real dumb secret in this stage. It's not a secret exit, so I'm not gonna do it. But there's a pair of scissors hidden in this level up top, if you keep going up. And it actually cuts a hole in the floor and a 1-up comes out of it. But if you go down the hole that opens, you can't get out. It's a soft lock. It's gay baby jail. You don't want to go down there. Anyways, here's Splinter Town. Both Splinter Town stages have hidden exits. We've also got sunglasses here, so we got that. This is Furry Town. Depending on your personal persuasions, this is either a place you'd really, really, really want to live, or one that you probably just would never want to visit ever. I think I'm somewhere in the middle. I think I'd probably, you know, rent a hotel somewhere and just kind of see what the place is like. Go to the antique stores. I'm killing the enemies here just for safety. You can't kill this guy, though. The guy with the hat. So what you got to do here, the puzzle here, is he's one of those just seemingly invincible enemies. So we're going to climb up. There's a lot of balloons they give you here. So you blow up a balloon, and you let it go. And it's going to hit a trap door, and when he walks back and forth, that guy up there is going to trip on that hole and die. And that's how he drops his key. Because you can shoot him all you want. You can hit him with all the items in the world. You're never going to kill him. But he can hurt you. Tourist Trap Town. So we're going back to do the secret exit for Splinter Town. The secret exit's actually kind of fun. This was a fun one to figure out. I say that because I actually hated it the first time I played it. Alright, so it involves this well over here, but I'm going to make sure we kind of get rid of some of these stragglers. Because these enemies, you know, this is mostly just for safety. These enemies can really get in the way. Oops. Oh, there's another one. Shit. Oh! Okay. Shot him in the butt. Please don't break my butt. Tell you what, I'm actually going to go down here too, because there's another boot man. Get out of my boot! Okay. So we need this, out of all the items, we need this seashell specifically. And I call this hidden exit the Terrence Trent D'Arby. So, if you listen to, you know, crappy popular music in the 90s, you'll understand why. Here it is, and we didn't make it, so we're gonna double back around. And no. I did this on the first try when we were practicing, if you can believe that. Alright, there it is. Da 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 da. We got the coin. But we're not done yet. We gotta do that twice. Throw the coin in there again, and then the floor opens up, and then here's our hidden exit. And this takes us to Pugs in Space, which is Space Invaders. Don't really need to play this one because the exit's right here, but I'll show you all just, just real quick. You can see, here's all the, you shoot those guys. It's also a lot easier just to throw the shooting item at them to kill them, but we had to go through that to get to exit. If a stage is yellow on the map, you haven't completed it. The game does not count that as completed. Let's see if we can do this jump. Let's see if we can... Nope, okay. So there's two exits here. There's a high one and a low one. You're supposed to use that basket that the woman in the green dress is wearing to get up here. Because you can use it as a platform. Okay, we're going to take this nice and easy because those smokestack guys suck. And I know the second I try to run through them, that's when they pop up, so I'm just playing it safe. So that's the hidden exit. That takes us back around to Badger Mill. This is one of my favorite stages in the game. Okay, so you see this? This is showing us how this works. You throw the flour in the oven, you bake a bread. Okay, that makes sense, sure. That's logical. I'm pretty sure there's more ingredients to bread than just putting flour in an oven, but for the sake of simplicity, that's fine. Also, dancing wheat and moldy bread as an enemy, terrifying. Scares the hell out of me. I don't like it. So if we were to open the hint box, the game would tell us that... Oh, shit. I dropped... No, don't please. Okay, please come back. Please. Got it. Okay. If we were to open up the hint box, the game tells us we need this item to solve the puzzle. So if we throw this in the thing, it becomes red hot. And I know what you guys are thinking, so hang on. Okay. Get that out of your system. There's a trick shot you can do to throw this across down here, but you just gotta burn this rope, and it releases the key. And then you unlock the door. But before I do that, I believe in recycling. I'm gonna smelt that key down, and oh, I threw it through the thing. Well, I was going for a punchline, but instead I threw it through the fire. It's supposed to burn it and turn it into ash. Alright, now we're gonna do the regular exit for Splinter Town 2. And this one's kind of tricky because it's really easy to get hit. Also, yeah, these mugs of I hit her with that. That was a speeve. You don't have to stomp on all these guys, but I do it for safety because it's real easy for them to hit you. That's also where we can come back for shoes if we ever get hit, so I don't need to worry about that. You're getting a haircut too, Zahondo? Have a nice haircut. Alright, so this mummy tries to follow Puggsy. He's not very good, though. This is like the mummy that's like the Tom Cruise mummy, okay? It's kind of stupid. And with the wrong sound effects. I'm really botching this, too. So, we need... There we go, okay. So we come... here. Make him jump up here. So, he's holding on to the remote eye, which is the reason why we're focused on him, because Puggsy has the remote control right now. So we just have to lure him into jumping up to these platforms, and he's going to open the exit for us, because he's holding an item, which means he can activate a switch. And there's all these different switches you're about to see. Some of them will give you a 1-up and a coin. It doesn't matter. I don't care about any of that crap. That opens, all of them open the exit. That path of least resistance. There's no secret exit. It's easy. Pyramids 2. Pyramids Dos. This is where we find out that King Tut has a Wee Willie Wiener Warper. We're going to start putting these beach balls in there. And we got to hit that switch, so we got that on the first try. That's good. And it's good that we have shoes, because now we can just hit this. So there's two guys in here. One walks faster than the other, and they're both going to hit separate switches. One of them opens up this evil mummy, one of them opens up the exit. And this evil mummy can run as fast as Puggsy with the shoes. So if you don't have shoes, he's going to get you. And you have to, it's all about timing and all this weird shit, so don't worry about it. This is one of my other favorite stages in the game. We're going to do what I like to call the no-steppy run. And I will intentionally sabotage this speed run, just in the name of not stepping on these adorable little snakes. So the way this level works is we're picking up these little jewels, and we got to put them inside of these this totem pole up top. And you're not supposed to be using the jewels as you find them. If you do that, you'll get stuck. So I think I do need to bring this one, just one down with me though, so I can make this jump. Here we go. Oh, no! No steppy. Okay. But you're supposed to keep these with you, because okay. Because you need to stack them up in order to reach where the next jewel is. So if you start throwing them into the totem pole, you've screwed yourself, basically. Okay, we're gonna drop that one down there. Or not, okay, or yes. I could be doing this a lot faster, but I like snakes. We're not gonna step on the snakes, okay? It's not nice. So we got the square, we got the triangle. We're gonna go back down and ask our snake friend if we can have our ball back. The plus sign one. Then we're gonna fight the dumbest boss in the game after this. Okay. Everybody watching this that speedruns this game is like, this stupid motherfucker is... Ah! Didn't quite get it. That's okay. Now we got it. Okay, see? I saved both snakes. Didn't kill them. No steppy. If you step on the snake, the run's invalid, okay? To me it is. So this guy, he just flies around in a big raccoon face, and his mode of attack is he holds out a plunger. That's it. And you have to shoot him with plungers to attack him. Don't know what the hell's going on here. It's like a Looney Tunes boss. And then he's dead. Okay, and now we can just stand here and get shot in the face with plungers all we want, and it's not going to hurt us. Alright, there's only one boss left, and it's the dragon. We're going to get to him. He's a little further into the game. Now we're in the Darkblade Forest. This is another part of the game where having shoes really helps you skip things, especially on this stage. So as I'm doing this, let me tell you the intended solution here. If I can get this seashell to balance right there, good enough. So this magic jewel floats like a beach ball. You're supposed to float it in the water and use that seashell to climb up here. You're not supposed to be doing this, but you can do this if you have shoes. Let's get rid of this ugly bat. He's getting in my way. Here comes the hard part. Now we gotta watch out for the octopus, guys. Or squid, or whatever these. Okay, there we go. Rest in peace, Wiz and Liz on the tombstones. So you're supposed to come back with that beach ball and then make the, 2 trips and then put the magic jewel on that podium. This is easy. Okay, this is the tricky one. Okay, Grim Reaper's coming. We have to hit these. Oh my god, he's getting bad RNG on these drops, these bounces. It's not good. You have to shoot these big heavy stones down with the slingshot and get away from the Grim Reaper. He runs faster than Puggsy with shoes, so you have to keep on top of that. Here's another stage that you can cheese with the shoes, and I'll show you how. I'm gonna get up here. Actually, I don't even think we need to get up here. I think we just need the squirt gun. In fact, yeah, we don't need to... There's a little... Okay, so that little thing right here that the tree is staring at that I bumped, that's a little baby balloon. We didn't need to go up there. I messed up. So you're supposed to use that baby balloon to, to float the squirt gun up, but what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 floating balls together. And the game is like, you can't double float. That's not fair. And by doing that, the game is officially like, okay, well, they gotta bounce, but they also gotta float. Because beach balls in this game are buoyant, and they also bounce very high, and they're very light. So when you stack them like that, the game gets confused. Also, you could jump over that fire at the end, but I ain't gonna do that. I'm responsible with my forest fires. Secret exit, very easy if you have shoes. There it is. Otherwise, you have to go through this entire stage and come back with. They give you a coin or something at the very end of this madness, and you have to use that coin. You have to come all the way back and like grapple up to get to that hidden exit. It is just as tedious as I've made it sound, but this is just another way in which shoes makes a level trivial. The only thing that can the white minecart doesn't hurt you. The only thing here that can hurt you are these bears and the little chihuahua dogs in the minecart. Yeah, there's the coin. You're supposed to take that, go all the way back, and climb up. But if you got shoes, you're like, I ain't got time for that. Diamond Mines. This is a puzzle stage, so let me explain how this one works. I'm gonna stack these two up right here. I don't need to worry about this. I need a squirt gun. So those two enemies will kill you if you fuck this puzzle up. You get some hints: a gun, an ale, flashlight, whatever. So squirt gun. That's a gun. You got to put similar items in here. You get a mug of ale. You got a barrel of ale. So those go together. Next is a flashlight, which emits light. So the similar item is going to be the candle, which also emits light. Then there's the knife. And then we got the pair of scissors, which are basically two knives, unlimited power, and that opens up. If you put anything in there wrong, or you put it in the wrong order, those doors will open and those bugs will home in on you. They will kill you. They cannot be defeated. So you don't mess up that puzzle. That's my skips tips advice to you. This stage has a really great skip, really neat trick shot. Drex knows all about it. I'm gonna see if I can do it. I did it on my first try last night, so let's see if we can do it. So you notice these minecarts are hitting that debris on the track and they're falling off. There's 3 barrels of TNT up here, 3 bundles of TNT. And you're supposed to use that TNT to blow up each of these piles of debris. But you can only, if you take one and you make a really neat trick shot, this third one you're supposed to throw down here and the cart is supposed to push it and hit it. But, nope. But if you throw it and it bounces, oh, oh fuck! Now you can see where it's supposed to go, but I almost got it. I almost got it. Oh well. If you do that, you basically skip the intended solution. It saves a lot of time. So let's go ahead. It looks like we got one of them set off all by itself. It bounced down and hit the thing, hit the debris. Yeah. Hit the next one. Oh. There we go. Okay. And now this minecart's going to come all the way down. It's going to bump into this, and it's going to blow that up too. And that's how you get to the exit. But if you make that shot, if you sink that 3-pointer, you got it. Alright, Dark Skull Castle. Hey, Gilgatex, welcome to the stream, buddy. Just getting started. So this one we gotta drive around the magic cauldron, and I turn automatically. I've used the wrong switch. So you have to alternate between these switches, which turn on the fans as we drive our remote-controlled cauldron. That's a weird thing, and I know for a fact it's this one that you need to be in. Please, thank you, Puggsy. Gilgatex, hang on. Thank you for the 74. Twitch pennies. I'm gonna put notifications on after this run. I realized I didn't do that. I didn't add those. That's my bad. You can get that extra life by repeatedly picking up and turning off the cauldron and bumping into it. But that's a pain in the ass. And now we get to ride it. I'm like, yeah, check that out. That's cool, I guess. Okay. We're gonna keep moseying on down. Fireheart's where the dragon is. Let's finish Dark Skull Castle up real quick, though. So this one reintroduces the flashlight gimmick. You can see it's very hard to see. We need three initials here. We need an M, an R, and a C. We have limited ammo with this. M, there's the R, and the letter C I just saw bounce around over here, so we gotta wait for that. There, okay, C. Okay, so now, using the flashlight, we're supposed to put these letters in various places. I know that the R goes right here. The C goes down in there. I'm gonna throw that down there and not worry about it. The M goes right here. I'm gonna be very careful not to get hit because I don't want to lose my shoes. All right, and the C goes there, right here. Okay, that's like somebody's initials or something. I don't know, but there's a solution. This is Dark Skull Castle. This is the one I feel really bad about. I'm gonna have to do a bad thing here, but I'll tell you what. Because I'm feeling that frog. I can't hurt him. Okay, he's too precious. So here's what we're gonna do. Where's the sunglasses? We're gonna try the potion. We're gonna try potionless, and if we can do it, all will be right in the world. Okay. And if not, we're gonna have to do a mean thing. Okay. I hit the platform. I'm gonna try that one more time. Alrighty, Dr. Surgeon Guy. I'll see you back later. Thank you very much for the wishes. So here's how it works. You throw the. Oh my God! I'm not making the jump. That's the problem. I'm making the throw, but not the jump. Okay. I'm gonna ride this back up. Okay. Okay, throw this off. Ah! One more time. One more time. Uno mas. And then we're gonna do the level the intended way. And you'll see why I don't want to do it, because it's not nice. This one's kind of like. Fuck it. Okay, well we're gonna have to do it. There's no other way. There's no other way around it. Unfortunately, there's not enough items to get up there. You can't make the jump naturally with shoes, obviously, as you can see. Let's make a potion. Let's watch out for this. Nope, he's gonna get me if I do that. Let's watch out for this stupid raccoon. Okay, we got egg. You guys have heard of egg? Okay. Egg. That's one thing in the potion brew. I don't like this level. So up here we got a bat flying around carrying a bat wing. And we need that bat wing. Hey, hang on. Is it? Stop. Calm down. Don't put sunglasses in the potion. That doesn't make it cool. Doesn't make you. It's not a cool potion, okay? Alright, kill the bat. I'm gonna use one of these ales to kill the other bat. And now we need this knife. Oh, that was pitiful. Okay. This is no good. Gotta throw all this like moldy food at the thing. Okay, well, good thing we got sunglasses still. Thank you for the host, Gogatex. Ah! This is crap. This is crap. Okay, we got the knife. So remember that frog that was minding his own business and he's like really happy? I don't want to do this, but I gotta cut his damn leg off. And now he's not happy. I would not be happy with it either, okay? I feel bad, which is why I tried potionless. I tried it, okay? And I couldn't do it. If you throw the sunglasses case just right, you can bounce off of it, and you drink the potion, now you run real fast. That's it. That's all that stupid thing does. And now I have guilt. Stupid castle level. Let's go fight a dragon. Alright, Fireheart. This stage has 2 exits. They're kind of dumb, because they're right side by side. The thing here is that you're being chased by a giant snowball. But it doesn't actually go that fast, and I got hit, so that's great. Thankfully, one of the other Fireheart stages has shoes just hanging out, waiting for me. So that's one exit for Fireheart. And, oop, wrong one. I think this one has sunglasses. Yeah, let's go around the long way and do the other Fireheart stage, because this one does have shoes in it, and we'll see if we can make magic happen. We'll see. I don't know. Okay, we got that, and we also got a gun. It's time to hunt some snowmen. All right, Jack Frost. What do you know about that? I ain't afraid of you. I ain't afraid of you. Come on, snowman. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, shooting Jack Frost between the eyes. Okay, this part I don't like. It's like a bunch of heads. That's spooky. I don't like snowman heads. There's one more. Okay. Get him. Okay. We're not done. We're not out of the woodwork yet. Now there's like a bunch of raccoons that are down here. A bunch of snow raccoons. Oh! My God, that's hard. Okay. Any more? I think there's one more. I'm being very careful because I know there's another one. Or not. Okay. That's not a real exit. That's a fake exit. So this is kind of like that castle stage where you had to use the balloon to find the secret exit. Watch the compass here. The compass is pointing straight up when you're by the biggest crystal in the level. So that's your clue. That's your clue to rise up. And you just float, just hang out for a while. And then you can see there's like a ledge you can get up to. So the crystal is your clue. That and the compass. If you go through that other exit, the game just doesn't register it as you having beaten the stage. And it's not part of the regular exit run either. So we're gonna go back to this stage. I don't know why I'm doing it, second time. I think I probably should have done this again before I went back and got the shoes, because that was awfully stupid of me. But this exit, you kind of do need the shoes to get to, because the snowball starts going fast. We went right, but if you go left, there's the other exit, and it'll connect these two stages. That's it. Simple as that. Alright. The last Fireheart stage, and that guy decided not to go up the hill. Make up your mind, buddy. You and your stupid raccoon friends. Oh, that guy jumps. There's a couple more of these guys. Yeah, these guys trying to jump across an open volcano. That's it. Ah! Well, okay. We're not gonna get the fast exit here. You know what? I don't even care. Take the sunglasses too, okay? Take them all. Take everything. I'm gonna throw this dynamite on this volcano real quick. That seems safe. That's reasonable. Get these sunglasses because I know I'm gonna get hit down here. And stick to the right. Yep, saw that coming. That's why I got the glasses. So we got these magic jewels again. There's one more prospector enemy down here. Could have sworn. Maybe not. Okay. So the quick exit, if you noticed, you throw these around. They start to kind of stick at certain places in the wall. There we go. If you have the shoes, you only need to do the center ones. Otherwise, you have to buffer jump across all 4 of them, and it's slightly slower. Now we get to fight Twinkle Toes, though. You see why he's called Twinkle Toes now? It's because that's how they animated him. This old big-ass dragon, and he just walks on his tippy toes. Dude's walking like he's trying to sneak and get some cookies. He doesn't want his parents to know he's getting a midnight snack. You have to uppercut him right when he opens his mouth. You can get double hits on him, but it's kind of hard. I'm not going for double hits. You have to basically hit him as soon as he becomes vulnerable, and then by the time his iframes wear out, you can hit him a second time. It's very tricky. I'm playing it safe, though, because I'm down to half a health bar. I tried to go for the double to kill him just for swag, but I missed it. That's okay. Alright. There we go. And he's knocked out. And my stream preview died, so I'm making sure that... Okay, we're still good. So he's the final boss. Not the final boss, but the last one that we're gonna see. And now, we can advance... actually, hang on. We need to go back to Fireheart and get some shoes. That's what we need to do. We need to get some of those. Some sneaks. And just because we're right here, I'm going to also get the sunglasses, just to protect me from the hits. We haven't died at all in this run, which is great. So hopefully we can keep that momentum going. Up next is the Aztec Temple. This is a tricky stage with a double exit. But the first thing first is that you get to shoot that guy in the back of the head as soon as the level starts. You get to live out your Mafia fantasies. Alright, so now there's a strong wind, and the head of this monkey statue you can take it off, and it functions the same way as that 10 kilogram weight. So now you can walk against the wind. And you can get past here. I'm trying to get it. This is actually very challenging. We got the RNG bird coming up. This guy right here. Sometimes he goes high. Sometimes he goes in the middle. Sometimes he doesn't. I probably could have gone. Sometimes he goes low. Sometimes he goes even lower. Please. Please. Okay, it's good. It's good. Alright. I'm going to play it safe because I don't want to get hit by the little Indian chief guy or whatever right here. Now, even though I jumped on his spear, I said it again. Damn it. As long as Puggsy is sparkling again, he can hurt enemies. RNG bird. Oh man, that's real bad. Sometimes the TNT will get stuck on the ramp, and you kind of have to help it. Usually only like one piece gets stuck, but all three of them got jammed. Okay. Okay. We don't need that anymore. So down here, we're setting it off already. There's these little rocks. Gotta blow up. So here's the hidden exit. If you get greedy and take a gem with you, that bridge disappears. And that takes you to the normal exit for the stage. So no, that's the normal exit. So to get to the bonus exit, we gotta play this again. Shoot the guy in the back of the head again. just blow him away. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Okay. And basically, if you go across that bridge at the ending, then it doesn't drop out. You know, touch only the lamp. Infidel, you know, and all that Aladdin crap. So since we got time, I'm going to talk about the next level, because it's going to happen real quick. The next level has a skip that I discovered, and it requires shoes. And basically, the intended solution is you have to throw a bunch of logs into these crushing machines. I could have gone. You have to throw a bunch of logs into these crushing machines to stop them so you can make a bridge across. But if you have shoes, you just jump across and you don't need to throw nothing in, no crushers. You don't worry about it. Bada bing, bada boom, it's done. It's easy every time. And I explain that now because when we get to that stage, as you're going to see, it's going to happen like real fast. Whoa, okay. There we go. Come on. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Okay. We got the TNT again. Only one of them set off. It's actually kind of risky throwing them like that because it is possible to throw it beyond the things and then you can't get them. So here's the hidden exit. pretty easy hidden exit. We go over here to Aztec Games. This is air hockey, but there's one fault. They didn't account... Oh, shit. They didn't account for the fact that you can just grab the puck and then just sink it. I'm gonna grab the extra life because I can. They didn't account for that. I don't think you were supposed to be able to do that. Anyways, here's the stage with my skip. It's nice, isn't it? Then you ride the zip line. Done. You don't have to fuck with any of that. None of it. Rack Rock Forge. When we're getting closer and closer to the end of the game. This is my personal favorite stage. I like it because this has the best item in the game, as we're gonna see in just a second here, momentarily. It also has a really interesting puzzle. I kind of came down here in the wrong order, so we're gonna be behind a cycle. I'm gonna clear out these enemies though, because they do pose a threat. They're gonna get in the way. So down over there by the exit, there's a Roman numeral 6, and that's your only clue for how to complete the stage. You have the Roman numeral, and you just have to kind of figure out what that means. So right now we're holding on to an object, which is the spherical jewel from the Egypt stage. It's spherical. And there's all these pipes that we're walking around behind. So if you throw this into that pipe, at the bottom what comes out is a heart, an extra life item. So, let me explain this. A circle, I guess, has one side, and a heart is actually a shape called a cardioid, which has... How did that... How? My god, that was a bad jump. Anyways, a heart is a cardioid, which has two halves to it. So there's two sides, and now we have a triangle. So the triangle, of course, has three sides. And we throw it down here, what comes out? The square jewel. So now the square's got four sides. Every time we throw something in these pipes, whatever comes out has a side added to it. This one's kind of a fudge, because we throw the four-sided thing down here, what comes out actually, I think... Oh, I missed that. I think the game is just hoping that we just assume that, yeah, this. If I wish I had shoes again. So the diamond technically has 7 sides if you look at the sprite closely, but I think the game is expecting us to say, oh, okay, that's a 5-sided shape, even though it's not. So we're gonna have to wait a cycle. But when we throw this diamond inside the pipe up top, we're gonna get the best item in the game, okay? Y'all that have seen this speedrun before, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Throw it up in there. Put it in the pipe, and what comes out is, of course, the BattleBots, the giant nut. Raise it high, Puggsy. You did it. You beat Bite Force. You beat Tombstone. You beat them all. You are the champion. And now we gotta do that stage again, but I'm gonna go get some shoes. Welcome back, sheep. Did you get a good haircut? Did you get your ears lowered? People still say that anymore? I don't know. Alright. So the secret exit here, this is really kind of a bogus secret exit. I don't like this one because it doesn't... Solving this level's secret exit doesn't feel like you've really solved a puzzle. It seems really arbitrary. So we have to solve the puzzle again, the same one. We gotta get 2 nuts. We gotta do our best impression of Bite Force. But Draco, Bite Force, he won the next season. He's got 3 nuts. I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, there's 2 more gems down there, so if I really gave a shit, I could turn them all into giant nuts. Okay? But I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna waste the time on that. Although now that I think about it, that would be a really funny meme, like a BattleBots meme to do that and then take a screenshot and be like, Puggsy, 3-time BattleBots champion. Okay, we get the heart. You're starting to get hungry. all this talk of BattleBots, giant nuts making you hungry. Okay, I gotta watch out for this guy right here. Don't let him... Ooh, okay, don't let him hit me. I don't like that he's still hanging out. It's making me anxious. I don't like that guy. He's making me nervous. He's minding his own business. He's making me nervous standing there. $3.45 can't come soon enough. The McNuggets challenge. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna be a disaster. I got the nuggets are on the way. It's good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right. So now we've solved this. We've solved the stage puzzle again. Take the giant nut here. But now, instead of going through that exit, if we double back and go this way where we found the gem the first time, the floor has opened up here. Like, that's the secret. It's not impressive. This is the final secret stage. This is Puggsanoid. It's also one of the few special levels you can die on. So the object here is to use the heart, which is like the ball, right? And Puggsy's the paddle. And you have to throw these at the blocks to kill them, like Arkanoid. And if you do what I just did and almost fall out of the stage, you'll die. So try not to do that. Try not to die. Also, don't try to jump and touch those, because those blocks will hurt you. I'm not going to take the one up through the exit, because it's really easy to bonk on the wall, and you'll die. So, we ain't going to do it. Rock Forge. This is a really interesting stage. It kind of copies the same principle as that Aztec level, where you could not carry the gem across the bridge. I'm going to try to kill these bears, though, first. See that switch right there? You can't carry any items beyond that point. It's like the TSA security check. They ain't going to let you do it in there. You can't take nothing in there. So what needs to happen is there's a key, and there's a key that you need to get. I think there's one more guy. Let me make sure. Okay, maybe not. So there's a key. You need to get that key up to the top, but you cannot carry it through that gate, because the bottom falls out, and then you just soft lock the stage. Stay still. Oh, there is a guy. There is another guy. He's coming. I ain't afraid of no bear. I ain't afraid of no bear. Okay. So the key's up here. And you get a balloon, too. And you see the padlock. So what you have to do is you put the key on the balloon, you blow up the balloon, and you let go. And you just run. So now you're not carrying it past the gate. Instead, you're sending it up through the steam, which you cannot touch because you'll get hurt. So once you get this, you gotta wait, then you grab the key from the balloon, and you beat the stage. Like, that's got a flow to it that I like. It's seamless. We got 2 more stages, and we got the all exits run. This is the Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville, welcome to Jackass stage. I'll explain why we call it that in a second, or why I call it that. I keep saying we, but I'm the only really eccentric Puggsy speedrunner out there who nicknames all sorts of dumb things. Hey, Orkyborg. Welcome to the marathon. Welcome to the Puggsy show. I'm gonna kill this guy too, just for safety's sake. All right, so we get all the way down here, and there's a matchstick. Now earlier we played the Cove, and the game tried to show us how the match and the cannon worked, but we skipped all that because we had shoes. So now you get this match, and you say, "Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass," and then then you miss the cannonball. You gotta restart the stage. Fuck. Alright. Well, that's okay. So you have to catch the cannonball as it's fired, which is why I call it the Jackass stage. Because that just seems like the type of dumb shit you'd see somebody do on that show. Alright. One more time. Then we got the other guy down here. Stop. You can jump across down here if you have shoes, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to try that. Alright. Hi, I'm Kenny Rogers, and this is the bat fetcher trick with my teeth. jump. Okay, so the reason why we need the cannonball is because it's a heavy item, so it lets us walk past the fan. Just like the 10-pound weight, just like the monkey, the statue head, it lets us do that. So coming up next is the final stage in this run. It's also the worst stage in the game. We got a lot of barrels here. Got a lot of barrels, and we're gonna start throwing them up here. And you're gonna be saying, Draco, why are you doing this? Why you filling up? There's a lot of root beer that you're throwing up there. There's a lot. What do you call you, root beer guy? Too many things are going on here, Draco. I say, don't worry. Just I know what I'm doing. I am a certified Puggsy professional. That's a CPP right there. That's an official certification. It's kind of like people that study, you know, like Red Hat Enterprise Linux, whatever that crap is called. Same thing. So I'm gonna organize these barrels a little bit nicer so that we get just the one layer. Okay. Okay. I guess I'm happy with that. Actually, I'm not happy with that. Now I'm happy with that. So you're wondering what all this is for. Okay. Well, there's a jewel we gotta get. You see this thing over here? You can't pick it up. It's too spiky. It got too many points on there. Puggsy's like, oh, I got gloves on, I ain't gonna touch it. So you have to use other items to knock it off its podium and move it to the other podium without touching it directly. This is the worst puzzle in the game. Worse than the coin basketball. Worse than everything else in this fucking game. This is the worse than the potion that makes me hurt a frog. Okay, and it landed on a barrel. That's good. So now what we do is we pick up this barrel, we turn around very slowly, we say a prayer, and we just run at the wall, and it's stuck on the thing. It's stuck on the thing. Okay, I think. There we go. First run of this marathon knocked out 122.42. So, you don't get to see the final boss in the all exits run, unfortunately. So this run ends right before the final boss for some reason, just because you found all the secret exits. But the reason why it says, "Are you good at maths?" is because if you beat the game normally, at the end of the credits, it'll show a really, really long mathematical equation. And if you solve that math equation, this is your hint, you know, towards it. It's like, math, but there's a big equation? Okay, so if you do the math, and you buy yourself an Atari Jaguar, if you solve that equation, you get a big password. And the password leads to some secret levels that you can't access unless you have the password. So those secret stages are not part of this run because they're their own category. You have to use a special password to get to them, so they're not part of this. So that's your hint that there's a little bit more extra hidden in the game. But if we go past this, we get this really cool well done screen where the guys from Traveler's Tales, John Burton specifically, he really likes to show off what he can do on the system. He's a very talented programmer. So down here at the bottom we've got 3 different backgrounds scrolling in different directions with a sprite walking on top of them. And then in the upper left, you have 2 backgrounds scrolling in different directions, with one of them inside a cutaway that's a shape that keeps a polygon that keeps changing the number of sides it has, and the background effect that's scrolling inside of the shape has a ripple effect applied to it. Like, there's so many things layered running at the same time on the Genesis hardware. This is a really impressive screen. I mean, most people who see this are like, yeah, okay, big deal. But understanding what it takes to get something like this to work on the hardware is like, that's impressive. So that's Puggsy, that's all exits. Sheep, thank you for the 13 Twitch pennies. Arnold Schwarzenegger, thank you for the 1 bonus Terminator Twitch penny, because they got that promotion going on right now. Let's see how this Puggsy run stacks up to my current best time on Puggsy. Right now, for any percent, I am on the leaderboards for 100%, the category, all exits. My current time on the leaderboards is 2nd place at 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 46 seconds. First place is Drex, the man, the myth, the legend, at 45:26. So at 122:42, I haven't toppled the king, but I have set a new PB by 16 minutes in Puggsy for all exits. And I think that's That's pretty cool. And if I wanted to, I could do the bonus levels and become the de facto record holder, but, you know, I don't know if I'm going to do that. Thanks for checking out this video. Leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you didn't. Either way, your feedback is appreciated. And you can also subscribe to Gatorbox if you like this content and want to see more of it from us. Catch us live Friday nights at 9 p.m. Central at twitch.tv/Gatorbox. If you'd like to support this channel, you can do so at patreon.com/Gatorbox or streamlabs.com/Gatorbox.